Testing out my new mic. I want to sit right here in between these seats. Notice that there's like a divider right here because this is a seat and this is a seat. I'm sitting right on the crack. What this is me making a video because I want to make a video. So what's up? But this is also me testing out all this fancy new equipment that I have. Does it sound good? Am I talking too loud? Should I lower my voice? I don't know, because I've never used any of this stuff. But the meat of this video is going to be my playoff predictions. Now, there's something that needs to be said right off the bat. I predicted the Saints, and I have witnesses. I have people who know this information. I predicted the Saints, the New Orleans Saints, to win the Super Bowl a long time ago, like before the season started, long time ago. Because I remember week 1 or whatever it was, when the Saints lost their first game, I was like, oh no, I made a huge mistake by predicting the Saints to win the Super Bowl. But now look where we are. And then I also predicted a decent amount of time ago a Patriots-Saints Super Bowl. I didn't predict this as long ago. Like this was probably, I don't know, I still have the DMs. It was before the playoffs started. I predicted Patriots-Saints Super Bowl. So we'll see if those predictions come true or not. I do have witnesses for both of those predictions. But now I just want all of my predictions out there, starting in the divisional round of playoffs. So in the AFC, we have the Colts versus the Chiefs. Andrew Luck versus the Turtle, Patrick Mahomes. I want to say that the Chiefs are overrated, but their record is 12-4. They have a 12-4 record. Recently, I feel like they've been losing more recently. I don't know if they're as good as people are trying to make them seem right now.
Hey, from the get-go, dominate.
I'm predicting the Colts to win that game. I feel like Andrew Luck has the best offensive line in the world, ever known to man, ever in history of anything, ever. The Colts have the best offensive line ever. And I think that's going to take them all the way to the next round. The other AFC game we have is going to be the Chargers versus the Patriots. Yes, that drink of water just made the cut. Chargers versus Patriots. If there are any Chargers fans watching, I'm sorry for what I'm about to say. I feel like the Chargers are very, very lucky to be where they are right now. I feel like they're very lucky that the Baltimore Ravens took a literal poop on themselves in the last playoff game. And they're very lucky to have a chance against the Patriots right now. But my prediction is that the Patriots are going to literally expose and embarrass the Chargers and make them feel very sad that they made it this far. The Chargers might just beat the Patriots and shock the world. I don't know. And if I am wrong, feel free to roast me in the comments. But until then, until the Chargers win, this is how much talking you should be doing, because all this is my personal opinion. And let me get this out there. I don't like any of these teams. I don't like any of the teams in the playoffs right now. So nothing I'm saying is coming from like a bias, like I want this team to win. I'm just making my predictions based on who's in the playoffs, but I want to say that I don't like any of these teams. My favorite team in the playoffs right now is the Rams, because they're basically just a bunch of ex-Broncos. When John Elway decides to fire our best coaches, our best players, and our best everything that we have going for the Broncos, the Rams usually end up with them. So the Rams have a bunch of Broncos. If I'm going to pick a favorite team in the playoffs right now, it's going to be the Rams. And I'm not even predicting them to make it to the Super Bowl. So calm down. This is just my predictions and my opinions, and just let them be. On second thought, you can say whatever the heck you want to in the comments. I could not care less. But I am predicting the Patriots to beat the Chargers in the other AFC game. That would leave us with a Colts versus the Patriots in the AFC Conference Championship game. Moving on to the NFC, where we have the Eagles versus the Saints. The big and bad Nick Foles, who is the best backup. This is the only case where the sidekick is a million times better than the superhero and outshines the superhero in every way. I want to know how Nick Foles isn't a starter somewhere. But anyways, I digress. The Saints are going to beat the Eagles in that NFC playoff game. Period. All right? The Saints are going to find ways to score more than their opponents. And no matter how much the Eagles score, the Saints are going to score more. And the other game we have in the NFC is the Cowboys versus the Rams. I know the Cowboys are playing lights out right now. They're playing great football. I do genuinely believe they're a great offense right now. I think they're going to be definitely slowed down by this playoff Rams defense. To me, it has seemed like the Rams have so many weapons on defense, and they all just been taking naps throughout the season. And now that it's playoffs, now that it's postseason, they're like coming out of hibernation, and they're going to just smack some dudes. Some of them have been hurt. Wade Phillips has probably felt a little timid. Now he's letting all the stops out. He's going to blitz in a million different ways. It's going to be a tough game for the Cowboys offense. That's my prediction. And I see the Rams moving on. So that would give us a Rams versus Saints NFC divisional round winner. But the Saints versus the Rams in the NFC Conference Championship. Even against that playoff Rams defense, I think the Saints are going to win and go to the Super Bowl. I think the Saints are going to find a way to score more points than the Rams when they play the Rams, and then the Saints are going to the Super Bowl. Back to the AFC, I just think the playoff Patriots are going to beat the Colts, and unfortunately, we will see the Patriots in another Super Bowl. I say unfortunately because I just like really good competitive balance in a league. I think that's important. Notice how the NBA sucks. That's what I'm talking about. But I'm also not just a ruthless and illogical Patriots hater like you might expect from a Broncos fan. Every Broncos fan, it seems like I've ever met, just ruthlessly hates the Patriots. And I don't get it. I'll just be honest about this right now. I do not hate the Patriots. I do not hate Tom Brady. And I do not hate Bill Belichick. One reason that the Broncos shouldn't even have a problem with these dudes is because we have a winning record against them. I'm pretty sure Tom Brady has a winning record against every team other than the Broncos. Broncos fans, I'm kind of calling you out. We should, if anything, root for their success and root for them to keep that reputation of being a great team because we, as Broncos, beat them all the time. And it makes us look better when we beat a good team, no? If you want to hate them for Deflategate or anything else, then go right ahead. I don't. They win a lot, and I think they need to be respected for that. That's just my opinion. Anyways, I'm predicting the Patriots to be in the Super Bowl with the Saints. That's our Super Bowl. And it's tough for me to predict the Patriots to lose another Super Bowl. Seems like they're the type of team that would just not lose 2 in a row. But seeing as I predicted the Saints to win the Super Bowl forever ago, I'm sticking by it. I might be wrong. I might not be right about this, but I'm sticking by it because this is like the first year that I predicted a Super Bowl winner that early on, before the season even started. I'm usually the type of guy that waits. I want to see how teams are playing. There's always a team that surprises you. There's always something that surprises you. There's always an injury. There's always something that happens in the season that makes it unpredictable. But this year, for some reason, I just decided to predict the Saints to win the Super Bowl with no rhyme or reason as to why. And look how far they've made it. It's pretty exciting for me, if I'm being honest here. It's very exciting that one of my predictions didn't just completely. So now I'm going crazy. I'm making this video. I'm putting all of my predictions out there for the world to know and to see. And if I'm right about all this, folks, I guess, I don't know. I can truly say this and mean it 100%. I can promise you that I could not care less about what you put in my comment section. And I couldn't care less if you hit the thumbs down button, because what I decided is that I do this because I really like to do it. I make videos because I actually like to. I'm so happy to have tested all this new equipment. I'm so happy to have put my predictions out there into the YouTuberverse finally. And this video is now over. Thank you so much for watching. If you watched this whole thing, what are you, crazy? You watched this entire video? Are you some sort of psycho or what? Just playing. Thank you though, and peace.